TTC was good. It's your boy Original Raider coming at you with this crow vid from that Week 2 loss to the Falcons. Man, what can I say? What can I say, I was going to make my crow after the game yesterday, but I had some errands to run after that, so I just thought I'd get to it the next day. But anyways, before I get into my cheap-ass analysis of the game, I'm going to give my shout-out to the DBN. Shout-out to Super Falcon. Shout-out to Sports Live in the ATL, Sean J, Fantasy Football 7. Aries Falcon, all y'all. Thanks for coming out for the hate week. I really appreciate it. It was really fucking fun trashing with y'all. And Sports Life, thanks for coming out with the hate week, bro. It was an honor trashing with you, knowing that you're a well-respected veteran in the TTC for a long-ass minute now. But getting into this game, I gotta give it to the Falcons, man. They came up big when it counted, and they prevailed with the dub. It's the second week in a row that this defense was trashed. Hot garbage. It was a straight dumpster fire in this game. Matt Ryan and the Falcons offense just came in and dropped 35 in Oakland like that. And for them to do that on the road, man, it's hard to do. And for that, man, I give them mad respect to do that shit, because there was a lot of hype going into the season about how big the defense is supposed to be, and I don't know what it is right now. It could be it could be the chemistry, it could be the way the defense is ran, it could be the way we're utilizing some of these guys. Who knows what it is, but right now it's just not there as this moment is. And it was evident yesterday. It was evident yesterday as I was watching that game. They were really killing us with them fucking tight ends. I mean, so were we. We were killing them with our tight ends too, but they were using two different tight ends, and they had at least 30 plus yards or more. I'm not quite sure what they had exactly, but they were killing us with them tight ends. They seen that we were double covering Julio, so right away they were going to their tight ends, which is one of our biggest weaknesses since last year. And then when we didn't fucking double cover Julio was beating our guys one-on-one like nothing, man. Just beating the shit out of them, burning them, man. Oh my goodness, it was hard to see Sean Smith get fucking put on skates like that on that 21-yard pass from Matt Ryan to Julio Jones, man. Sean Smith was just left in the fucking dirt, man. When I was watching that play, I was shaking my head and I was face palming hardcore because, Sean Smith, we all know how good of a cornerback he can be when you've seen him. Because we all seen how his highlights were with the Chiefs, but it doesn't seem like this is a defensive thing. This seems like it's more within himself. Because not only that, for him to let that 98-yard touchdown go against the Saints, against Kenny Stills, and then for him to be burnt like this again constantly against the Falcons with Julio Jones. I mean, because let's be fair here, we all know how Julio Jones is. He's a big threat, and I was worried about him coming into this game. But I had faith in Sean Smith, and being able to at least contain him just a little bit. And even then, he wasn't even really a factor in this game, and he still had 100+ yards receiving, if I'm not mistaken. So that was really hard to see on that part. Defensive line wasn't getting no pressure at all. I don't think Matt Ryan was sacked once. He was sacked once in the game. But other than that, that was the only highlight. David Emerson did have a pick in the end zone, but it didn't matter anyways because we didn't do anything on that drive when we got the ball back. On the offensive side of the ball, I can honestly say that Derek Carr went toe-to-toe with Matt Ryan, and they had a complete fucking shootout, man, just going back and forth, duking it out, man. And that's good to see from this team, considering that we have an offense that is high-powered like that, and we can go toe-to-toe with any defense like that. Granted, Atlanta's defense is trash too, but it's good to see that Derek Carr went toe-to-toe with Matt Ryan like that, man, and they were just duking it out, throwing touchdown passes back-to-back. But nah, man, I got to give credit to where it's due. Atlanta came in on the road. They fucked us up. They fucked our defense up, to be exact. And they got it where it counted, and they came out with the dub, and they deserved it more, man. They played harder than us. If we're expecting playoffs this year, and it is a realistic possibility with this team, this defense has to tighten up. I'm not saying they have to be a shutdown defense. I'm just saying that they got to be average at best to hold them to at least 21 points a game. That's all I'm asking for, because we do have an offense that's able to score 30+ points a game, So, and look how Denver is right now. I hate to use that fucking team as an example, but look how they are. They're a a team that has an elite defense, but their offense is mediocre at best now with Trevor Siemian as their quarterback. And even then, when they had Peyton Manning, he had a bad season last year, but their defense came out on top. Now, I was hoping the same thing. I'm hoping for the same thing with this team. I'm not hoping for our defense to be spectacular, but as they're at least average at best, mediocre at best, to the point where they can hold teams to at least 21 points a game on average, that gives the offense enough offense enough leverage to outscore that 21 points, because they're more than enough capable to do that. But no, this was a really trashy fucking game. Sloppy as shit on defense, man. They just they torched us. Not only that, we couldn't stop the run for shit. Tevin Coleman and Devontae Freeman were running all over us. I'll have to swallow my words on them, man. I said that they weren't going to do shit this game, and they did. I have to swallow my words on Eat Crow on Matt Ryan, because I said he was trash and he wasn't shit, but man, he looked like the same quarterback from his playoff days and shit. So it was hard to see that, man. But overall, I'll take 1-1. It's not that bad, considering how we came out 1-0 in the first week. 2-0 was kind of a high. It was a possibility, but it was kind of far-fetched if you really want to think about it. Considering how our first 5 games are on the road, so I'll take anything we can get. I said by the end of week 5, I hope we can have a 3-2 record. I'll be content with that. But as of then, like I said, congrats to the Falcons. Congrats to all of you guys that I named at the DBN. Y'all deserved it more. Y'all came hard with this hate week, and I appreciated trashing with y'all. And good luck to you guys going the rest of the way. We got these Titans coming up next week. I don't think there's any Titans videos makers in the TTC, but I'm not sure about that. I don't even know if I'm going to come out with the hate week, even if there is one. If anything, I'll come out with a preview video of what I want to see or what I expect to see against the Tennessee Titans. Fucking sucks that we're over there on the road. That's why but even then, I'm not saying it should be a relatively easy game, because, going on the road against any team is hard. Not only that, Marcus Mariota's on the come up, but that's another video. However, I will be back though with another preview vid. I don't know if it's going to be a hate week. Shout out to all my brothers in the RWA. Y'all came out with some good crows too. And yeah, man, I'll be back at y'all with another video coming soon. And go Raiders.